All right, welcome back to Bodyworks Gym TV, and today we're going to go over a few questions that we received. I keep getting a lot of questions about mass gain and how a younger kid or even a beginner can put on weight constantly and basically turn it into muscle and mass. I always get the question, like I'll talk to a parent and they'll say, "Hey, my kid, I want him to put on some weight, blah blah," and I'll say, "Well, how is he eating?" "Oh, he's eating like a horse. He's eating like a horse." And I always have to, it's just the same basically answer I get all the time. So basically, the truth of the matter is, if he was eating like a horse, he'd be gaining weight. It's as simple as that. So obviously, everybody thinks they eat a lot, is for their body intake as far as food, but the view of it is, again, it's always calories in, calories out. So if you're not taking in enough calories, obviously you're not going to put on the extra amount of weight or muscle mass that your body is needed, especially if you're a young kid, 16, heck, even say 12 to 16, especially if you're an athlete that plays more than one sport. If you're in high school and you're playing a variety of different sports, you're going from one sport to the next. Obviously you're out practicing, you're going through drills. So basically what you're doing is burning calories. So you have to keep consuming complex carbs and food as far as high calorie intake foods. If you're a real skinny or smaller kid, and you don't put on weight, you can eat unbelievable amounts of food. Even McDonald's and stuff like that, which most people would stay away from. Those kids, you can have that kind of stuff in between. Obviously we would rather you have a better variety of food. You want to eat chicken, beef, pasta, fish, peanut butter and jelly, natural peanut butter and jelly. You could eat 2 or 3 sandwiches of them a day. The more whole food that you eat, the better it is for you. But you want to space your meals out. You always want to, most kids nowadays don't eat breakfast. They get up, 15, 20 minutes before practice and they go. Well, there you go. You're going all night long without having any food in your system. And basically you're going to be dehydrated because you have you haven't been drinking. So you jump up, you go to practice. You have these energy drinks. Everybody thinks these energy drinks, the Monsters and the Red Bull, and everybody thinks that's the key to everything. Obviously that's like one of the worst things you can be drinking for your body. Not only is it, it's got a little caffeine in it for a little surge, and then it's got sugar in it, a lot of sugar in it. And basically what that does, they counterproducts each other, and eventually it just makes you crash, and it makes you dehydrate even more. So realistically, you need, we've talked about, you need a lot of water, so, and then like I say, you need to you need to break up your meals between 5, 6, 7 meals a day. Now we're not talking about sitting down eating monster meals, but you got to eat calorie food. You say you have peanut butter jelly sandwich here, mom makes a steak, chicken breast, baked potatoes, spaghetti, stuff like that in between, like supper. You want to have a good lunch, and then you can also throw in your protein shakes and stuff like that. That's where those come in. We don't want to have protein shakes 5 or 6 a day, instead of having whole food, but you want to throw those in. It's an easy way to get in some extra protein, and in that way it's quicker and much easier for the body to digest the food, because that's half the problem. When the bigger guys, even the guys that are trying to, the pros and stuff like that, it's hard for them to consume as many calories as they need to progress their body into a bigger state of form. So basically that's where the protein drinks, because it's easy to drink. You can drink you can get 200, 150 grams of protein in a drink if you wanted to. So basically, like I say, the main thing I can stress is you have to get yourself set up and just keep constantly eating, and watch what your weight. Like I say, you don't want to eat something so that you're gaining body fat crazy, but basically you need to up the high calorie foods, and then keep your training hard, and like I say, and you'll see progress. There's no doubt about that. But if you're not seeing any progress as far as the weight gain, you're obviously not putting in enough calories. So you need to change that. 250 calories to 500 calories, say, a day. and see how that suits your body to change, and then make your adjustments. Like I say, you always talk to somebody, get yourself a trainer, get you set up on something, if you're having problems that way. But the main thing is, like I say, if you keep your calories consistent, and as far as with your exercise program and stuff like that, you should definitely be making gains. So I hope this answered the question, and thanks for listening, and have a good day.